Good morning, YouTube. In my last video, I showed you guys how to put stock gingerbread from Samsung's factory firmware, on your Galaxy SII 9000. In this video, I'm going to show you quickly how you can flash an awesome new custom ROM called F1 GSII. I've tried it for a couple of weeks now. It's a really good ROM and I only have good things to say about it. So I'm going to show you in this video. I'm just going to walk through that ROM. It's got the Touchwiz 4 from the Galaxy S2. So let's get started. First thing we need to do is, because this phone is stock, it has the stock recovery. So what we need to do is flash a custom recovery. We're going to flash Clockwork Mod. That way we can then use Clockwork Mod to flash the custom ROM. Just before we do that, I'm going to quickly copy the custom ROM over. Now we drag the ROM file over to the phone. This is the exact file I downloaded. It was a zip file that I downloaded from XDA. The link will be below. So this is the actual file. I haven't extracted or anything. I just downloaded the zip file, and now I'm copying the zip file over to the phone. So this phone is completely stock. We didn't do anything else to it. But once we flash this ROM, it's going to be rooted. It's going to have a custom recovery, custom kernel. It's going to be completely set up nicely. Okay, let's put the phone in download mode. Plug it in. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we need Clockwork Mod recovery on our phone so that we can flash that custom ROM. Since our phone is stock, it only has the stock recovery. So we're just going to flash a kernel that has Clockwork Mod recovery in. But we're not going to actually ever use that kernel. So it doesn't even really matter what kernel we flash, as long as it's a kernel with Clockwork Mod recovery. The reason it doesn't matter otherwise is because we are never going to boot into the phone past the recovery. So it's important here that you check auto reboot off. And now I already have some kernels downloaded, so let's go get a speed mod kernel. So there we go. Auto reboot is checked off. Nothing else is selected. All we've done is picked up the kernel file in the PDA part of Odin. Now it's very fast to flash a kernel. It takes like 10 seconds, so let's start. Okay, kernel is flashed. Now the phone's not going to reboot or anything. It's just going to stay like that. So we can just pull the plug now. Now I'm going to take the battery out because that's the only way we can turn the phone off from download mode. Put it back in. Now we are going to go into recovery mode. There. Clockwork Mod recovery. Now we can go straight in and flash the ROM. So let's do that. So let's choose install zip from SD card. This is a ROM that does a full wipe. Choose zip from SD card. And there's the latest version I downloaded, which is version 6. So let's flash that. Okay, so I'm gonna let it do its thing. Okay, we're going to let the ROM install now. This is only going to take a couple of minutes. So I'll forward through this in the video. Okay, it just completed, so we can reboot. Simple as that. That was quite fast. So let's go back and reboot system now.
Convert data partition.
Okay, so the sounds you hear now are Voodoo installing. The Voodoo kernel is installing, so our phone's going to be lag fixed or
Restore operation. Convert system partition. Time estimated 2 minutes. Backup operation.
Okay, so our brand new ROM has loaded, and as you can see we have the lock screen from the Galaxy S2. Let's take a look quickly at the ROM. I'll just connect my Wi-Fi so we can get quadrant. Okay, we finished our setup. And now we should be into the ROM. So let's take a look at the ROM. You can see it's got this, what looks like, I think, the stock gingerbread icons. It's got the Samsung shade notification. It's got a battery icon there that shows you the percentage left. And so this is our Touchwiz. Let's go into the about. You can see the black menus there. That was the same as before. Oh, you can see now we have the bounce effect. And we're going to the about phone. F1 Galaxy SII V6. And you can see the kernel is the Dark Core kernel by Fizzetto, who's on Darky's team. So this phone is set up nicely now. I'll show you how widgets are added in Touchwiz 4. You just hold the screen and the menu pops up like this. This has improved a lot over the previous version because you can now add any widget to any screen very easily. Click on widgets and you can see the widgets there like that. So if you want to add a widget, you just take it and drag it over. And the widgets, you can see these are the same widgets from the Galaxy S2 also. Actually, let's just compare quickly. This is my Galaxy S2, so we can actually do a quick comparison just to see if it's the same widgets or not. So actually I have some of my apps here, so let's see, AccuWeather is there. AP Mobile comes with the Samsung, so that's not there, but that's not a big deal. There's Buddies Now, which is also here. There's some more calendar month widgets there. The clocks are the same, I guess. Yep, looks like all the clocks are there. And then the rest are kind of my apps that you're seeing here. News and weather is not there, I see. Let's try adding that. I push that, and let's also add the Power menu, where's that? There's the email widget, which I like. I haven't set it up, obviously. And there's here the power control. Good. Okay, I noticed that the power control is not working. Motion disabled. See, this is a Galaxy S2 feature, so even if I set it, this is not going to work on this phone, I don't believe. We'll try it in a second. Let's just compare the menus here. If you go into display, on the Galaxy S2, the font style, wallpapers are sub-menus. So that's not here. You can change the home screen, but there's no clock position. The animation timeout, is that there? Or I mean the touch key light duration. That's a new thing also. That's the gyro sensor calibration, which is not here. The Galaxy S2 messaging. If I go into the messaging here, settings. With the Galaxy S2, there's a message skin option and message font size. I don't see that here. With the Galaxy S2, there's all these different messaging themes you can use. So the reason you see my Galaxy S2 is syncing the whole time is because of Google+. Google+ is actually automatically uploading all the photos from my phone. So this F1 ROM for the Galaxy S1 is really fast. I'm gonna run it side by side with the Galaxy S, and we can do a comparison. Actually, let me turn off my automatic uploading here. Okay, so instant upload is off. Let's do a comparison. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm gonna run these together side by side, just so you get an idea, and then I will actually do 3 in a row quickly so we can see what the best result the two phones can get. I'm expecting well into the 2000s with this new ROM. I've been very impressed with the performance of it. You can see the frames per second difference down here between the two. Okay, so S2 is done. So S1's actually doing quite good. It's not too far behind. Okay, let's compare our first scores. So our very first run, we got 2898 here and 1940. So let's do 2 more runs in a row and we should see a couple of hundred more points. Second run, we have 2246 and 3336. Let's do 1 more. Okay, and after the third run, we have 2321 here. 2321 for the Galaxy S1, and this one I believe got 3350. Let's also quickly do a browser comparison, though that'll be hard to do. Okay, I'm going to try to click these two at the same time for a browser speed comparison. So you can see the Galaxy S1 is quite close to the Galaxy S2. It finished loading this full page with all the pictures pretty much at the same time. Let's try it one more time. So you can see they're both loading a new page, and you can see how close they are. There, that one's done. See? They're very, very close. So bottom line, I'm very impressed. This is a ROM I've used a lot over the last couple of weeks. I think I started with version 1 and now it's on version 6. It's really responsive. It's really fast. I highly recommend it. Give it a try if you're looking for a Touchwiz ROM, a Touchwiz 4 ROM for your Galaxy S. I highly recommend this ROM. Thank you for watching.